Hello, Victor here from RestoreYourMercedes.com, and here we have a throttle body ASR model from S-Class, S500, and this video is for Bob in California. Alright Bob, so this is the unit that you sent me. Basically, there were numerous problems. For one is that, first off, it was rebuilt at first. Okay, so it was rebuilt. As you can see, the wire loom is very flexible. It should not flex like this. Okay, so now we can, you know that. Second thing is some bolts were broken, like this one, for example, is missing completely because I could not screw it in, and it's just gonna hold with silicone. Here we have only two bolts holding. There's these two, which is good because this one is weak, this one is so-so. This one is strong. So silicone again is gonna seal it up good. This cover is not from your throttle body. As you can see, it's much dirtier. The problem with the one that you sent me is it's the rebuilt one with the cross. Now the problem with this one is that they put too much grease on it. You can still see some resemblance right over here, right here. And they also siliconed it. So I assume they broke those threads. So they siliconed it, and the biggest issue, as you can see, this is the silicone still pulling out. Now the biggest issue is not silicone. I could have cleaned that up, but the grease. It's too much grease. So what happens is when the clutch coil engages, if you have grease film over with the clutch coil, it's gonna slip. So we obviously do not want that to happen. To show you, let me see. Show you a clutch coil, what happens there. What's going on with this one? Okay, this is one of the rusted one. As you can see, there's a bunch of different residues on it. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it was terrible. Now this is the actual clutch. The clutch bends. As you can see, I can move it around. Say, what is the positioning right here? As you can see, I can bend it outwards. So when the electromagnetic force is applied, it pulls this against the drive gear, so they're together. If you have grease all around and your piece was all greased up, so all the gears and everything, the grease was all over the place, so I replaced the drive gear as well with the dry one. So obviously it will start slipping right here, so I had to replace that. Okay. Now the operation of this unit, the biggest issue was with the potentiometer, so I had to actually replace pieces of your potentiometer. Let me find. Okay, this, for example, as you can see, these tiny little shiny pieces right there, these are sliders. They slide against graphite. They have to be perfect. You can see how straight these are. Now this is the one that pulled out from your unit. It's just the slider itself. I'm gonna have to use some tweezers here. This is exactly how it came out. As you can see, this unit is destroyed. Look at that 90-degree bend. That is terrible. So this is how it was inside your unit. So it was completely deformed. So obviously sliders that's supposed to be perfect, they're gone. Another problem that there was in there is the actual potentiometer, the main potentiometer case, which is this one. Okay, now this is the one that you had in there. As you can see, there's some glue residue right around here, and it's actually broken off. That's what happened. The normal unit is gonna look just like this. This is the normal unit. Okay, this has this metal piece. It's supposed to be on yours. So somebody actually glued it to the plastic case, which is obviously not proper because it's not gonna hold on. It's supposed to be molded into a plastic case. So I had to replace this piece and put it into your unit as well. So all that said and done, unit works fine. So I'm going to energize it right now. So here I put the power on. Well, first off, let me shut it down. This is what happens with no power. The throttle body is off right now. There's an e-gas module right here, the same one you find in the car that controls the unit. So no power now. As you can see, I moved the lever halfway down, no gas response. So let's put the power on. You hear that click and you hear this sort of a buzzing sound. Now, as you can see, the unit works just fine. That's another thing. When you shut it down and you go full throttle, it does not open all the way. Okay. Now when I energize it, as you can see, it opens all the way. So this piece was energized for about a day and a half, I would say, total time. And clutch coil works fine, even though it was a replacement clutch coil, but it does work fine. But right now I can say that this unit is ready to go. Throttle linkage has to be replaced as well because the one that you had was bent. So let's see if I can find it. I could have thrown it away actually. But anyway, this piece of linkage was bent out. As you can see, this one is straight, and the seal was also deformed. It was bulging upwards, so it's not a good thing to have because all the junk is gonna get inside, oil and fumes and whatever. So at this point, I can say that this unit is great, works like a charm. I had to disassemble it completely. I had to remove the throttle plate itself. I had to shave off the bolts, so I'll put them back down, put some thread lock on those, and I use silicone, black silicone, this one right here, ultra black, to because it withstands oil and some gasoline. But I had to do it because bolts were not holding. So basically this unit is ready to go. And the motor situation, let's see, I found one motor. Where is it? Well, anyway, I mean, I saw one. I saw the motor for your pump, that little Johnson motor. So I have that for you. So this unit is good to go. As you can see, the response is nice. So this unit is ready to go. And I'll box it up and mail it to you, so you'll be having the unit that completely rebuilt. Now at this point it is. So the seal, you can leave it alone. It's actually siliconed. I would suggest to remove the seal and put the new one in there. You can leave it. You just have to put a bit of silicone around, which isn't something that I would recommend, but I'm just still contemplating. Maybe I should remove the seal so you will put the new one in its place. Alright, well, this is the video for your throttle body, Bob. Any questions, you know where to find me. RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thanks, bye.